Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of January 17th through 23rd of 2022. So time just keeps marching on, doesn't it? It's, especially since I started doing these readings, which is less than a year ago. Now, okay, I've been doing readings and angel work for just about 10 years now, but just, starting a YouTube channel is only within the last year. And so it's really been pointing out to me the passage of time and how, of course, I knew about it before. I mean, I got to this old, right? But at the same time, it's interesting when you're marking that time every single week. And for everybody in the world, potentially, it really brings a different kind of energy awareness to it. So, sometimes I would like to be able to say that it makes me so that I absolutely fit in everything that I want, make sure that I'm doing everything I want. But, there are days for sure that I'm just kind of allowing the time to pass, right? And those are valuable too in different ways. But anyway, the time is definitely passing. And so let's try and just make the most of it when we can. All right. But no beating up on you for if you waste a day or part of a day, it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, let's see what the angels want us to know about for this week for you, for your reading. So we start with marriage. The angels join you in celebrating wedded bliss. Wow. So some of you definitely are getting married this week or very soon. You're planning it, you're deciding it now, something like that. And so this union is blessed by your angels. That is amazing. That's totally amazing. Some of you, you're already married, you're already in a committed relationship, which, we consider that also a marriage, right? And it feels like your commitment is being renewed in some way, that things are changing within that relationship. And while it may feel uncomfortable, it is a blessing. It is a good thing in the long run. In the short term, you may not think that. You may be wondering what's up with this, what is going on with my partner. Angels are saying this is something for you to ride out and for you to grow in regards to. So it's something that, like they already said, it doesn't necessarily feel very comfortable, but that it is blessed by the angels. And so the long term of this, like this is a growth spurt within the marriage. Okay, all right. So you can feel okay about it, knowing that the outcome is positive. All right, okay. So your healing heart. You are a powerful healer. And so every person who is considered to be a healer first has to do their own healing, their own inner work. Nobody else can do it for you. And until you've done it, you can't assist anybody else to do it. Right? So you have to do your own shadow work first. You have to get deep within yourself, know who you are. And, this is, I personally feel it, see it, whatever, talk about it like a spiral. And so some people consider that, oh my God, a spiral down into the depths of hell. And that's not it at all. What it is that, on the surface, there's this that or that you feel that you're healing, you're whatever. And as you get to know yourself a little more, you spiral a little deeper into that subject. And then you can get deeper into it. And then, you spiral a little more and get even deeper into that subject. And those different spirals can be several years apart, or they can be only days apart, right? It depends on your level of learning and changing and growing and healing. And so you're doing a lot of healing right now. So give yourself a break. It feels like you're being really hard on yourself to like more, gotta accomplish more, gotta do more, and da da da. And there's all these expectations on you. Do this at your own pace. And like the healing takes precedence. You have to look after yourself and your healing before you can really perform in those other areas. And in the meantime, part of you is recognizing that the performance in those other areas is something that you have brought that expectation onto yourself, but not really because you want it, because you think others want it. So this healing is going to allow you to have some perspective there. So it's a good thing. It's hard work, but it's a good thing. Good for you. Okay. And so, so a lot of that healing, this is admitting your own true feelings to yourself. Like, you don't need to talk about this with anybody else. On the inner part of you, what do you want? Is life what you want right now? Or do you want to do it differently? And so it feels like you're still questioning that. And so, like, we've been talking about this for quite a while already, maybe a few months. So if you find yourself still going toward this thing that you're questioning, you're going slowly, but you are still going towards it, then your angels are sitting there going, okay, that is your path. Even though you're questioning it, it's that you've got a fear there. That fear is kind of just holding you back. It's not serving to wake you up. Right? You already know everything involved with this. You can feel confident stepping forward into it. And that's what they're saying. For some of you, it's the opposite. You're sitting there going, I know we've been heading in this direction, or I've been heading this direction. Is that really what I want? And you know that it's not. It's like you're trying to be so cooperative and so supportive, and you're trying to be so the person who, uplifts everything and everybody else and makes everything possible. Don't do that anymore. That's guiding you wrong for your own personal self and has nothing to, like, where you want to head in your personal life, like in your own life, I should say, has not very much to do with anybody else. But all this, creating all the possibilities is to do with only other people. For your own true self, you don't really want that. You don't need that. So take a step back from that and gain that same perspective that we were just talking about. You need that. It's like you're everything, like you can see everything for miles and miles and miles around, and you want to make all those options and all those opportunities possible, but that is not serving anyone, let alone you. Okay? All right. Oh, yeah. And so kind of same lines. Be yourself, right? Get to know yourself and your desires well enough that you absolutely cannot be anybody else. It's like you've been trying to just be everything to everybody, and you're human. You're not an angel. You can't be, well, an archangel. You can't be everything to everyone. Some of you, your name may be Michael, but you are not Archangel Michael, right? And so be yourself. Be your own true human, flawed self, beautiful self. And don't be more than what you are, because you'll get there in a natural way instead of this forced way. So, so that was kind of like the people that are, like I said, there were some that are absolute opposites. And so the ones who are trying to do everything and be everything for everyone, that was for you. So for the other people, the ones who, you know, you've got some fears and that's been holding you back. Your true self doesn't really have those fears. Those have been put on you by, like, you know, a little bit just because of the fact that you're human. But you're also very, very conscious of the people around you and how your decisions affect them. And while that's a really good thing, you know, that's your family and whatever, you're supporting them maybe, or you're, you know, however that works in your household. But still, when you know what's right for you, other people don't really get a say. Not the same. Like, yes, we're all working together. Nobody is an island and all that stuff. That's true. However, a lot of that, it's like you're taking that a bit too far and you're denying your own self because of what somebody else might say or think or feel or do. Be yourself, always. Okay. All right. So, right now, you have the Midas Touch. So what is it that you've been working on? So there's all this healing that's going on. That healing is part of this as well. Whatever you put your attention to is what you are creating. So if you're putting your attention on health, where, you know, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all those healings, or on business, or on relationships, or food, or, you know, whatever, wherever you put your attention, that you've got the Midas touch. You're turning it to gold. You've got what it takes right now. So you do need to use your focus, though. It cannot be scattered. Yes, use your focus. Okay, all right. And you know, having said all of this, it was a long drawn out way of saying simplify your life. Like all that stuff about being true to yourself, that you've been wanting to do everything for everybody, you need to simplify that. You need to make it smaller. There is no need for you to live a great big life. Like, do you understand what I mean? You don't have to be the celebrity. You don't have to be the one who solves every problem. You just need to be yourself, and that can be really simple. Okay, all right, what a beautiful reading. Okay, so here we have the daily guidance cards. And let's grab one more card, which flew right out, and see what's this last bit that the angels want you to know for your week. Notice the signs. So yeah, everything that we've talked about, all that growing and all that healing and all being simpler and being true to your own self. There are, like, some of you may be sitting there going, okay, but I don't know that I know how to do that. I would have to disappoint people and all that stuff. It feels very much like a lot of that pressure put on you, you've put it there. That you've taken as gospel, some maybe tiny offhand remark that somebody made. And in your head, that turned into this big thing that, oh, now I have to look after that. Right? There are signs everywhere that these people that you are trying to satisfy, that you're trying to solve all the problems for, don't really want you to be doing that. And if they do want you to, it's not in their best interests either. So there are signs. Notice them. And that will keep you directly on your path with your focus going forward. All right. Okay. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And I'll see you next week.